So hi and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about the Garage Therapy Tyre Serum. Now this is a product that I've been using on my own car for well over 6 months now, and I made an initial sort of first impressions and application and prep video on my channel when I first bought it. But this is a product that I've definitely noticed increase in performance from continued use. So I thought it'd be really interesting to do an update video so you can see obviously what it's looking like for me now, because I think it's really a product that sort of changed the approach I have when cleaning my tyres, and I have been really impressed by it. So I first just wanted to show you what the car actually looks like in between washes. So on the left hand side we've got a kind of worst case scenario for me personally. So 250 miles between the wash, 100 miles of that were in really bad weather, and you can see that the car itself doesn't look that bad. It's because that I did actually wash the car in between. I just avoided the wheels completely because I can't cope with not cleaning the car for a month. So on the right hand side you can see what it looks like for 150 miles, and that was in good weather. So these shots here, you can see what the level of kind of beading and water repellency is. These are all on the tyres when I hadn't washed it for a month. So yeah, when it had been through around 100 miles of bad weather and 250 miles total. You can see the front and the rear tyres and really sort of excellent beading. So you can see here really this is why the tyres don't look that dirty. It's because there is just a really good level of water repellency, so that sort of muddy rainwater off the ground just isn't getting onto the tyres and sticking on there as much. So now I wanted to show you how I maintain the tyres. So I use the Garage Therapy wheel shampoo, and I also use a hog's hair sort of brush. So this is reasonably soft in comparison to your kind of typical tyre brush that you see out there. I usually apply the wheel shampoo using an IK sprayer. Here you can see I'm using around 10ml in 500ml of water. It doesn't foam up quite as well here as it does normally because it's been sat in there for a while, but it still does a good job at cleaning. And then I just use that brush to work it in. What I'm trying to do here is get the tyres clean, but without being overly aggressive so that I'm stripping the tyre serum back any more than is necessary. The good thing about the wheel shampoo is that it does do a good job at still cleaning the tyres, particularly when paired with the tyre serum, because there's not that much dirt on there anyway. So you don't need to go for your kind of really heavy APCs and degreasers because there's just not really much need for it, and you can use something a little bit more gentle on the tyres to keep them in better condition. So you can see here the level of water repellency you get after that. So no real dip in performance. You can definitely tell that the tyre serum is still on there. So it's obviously up to you at this stage whether you can dry the tyres and see how well the finish looks, or you can reapply some of the products. Now generally I do tend to reapply as I prefer the kind of sheen it adds to the tyres. Washing them of course is going to remove that a little bit more, but definitely the tyres still look pretty decent afterwards, and you can see here as I'm towel drying them. So here's just a quick image so you can see on the left what it looks like after the washing and what it looks like actually on application. So you can see here the kind of finish that you actually get with the tyre serum. It's a sort of satin kind of effect. It's got a bit of a sheen to it, but it's not ultra glossy. If you do want a really shiny finish, you can try layering it, but there's a limit to how shiny it will get. If you want something like sort of Meguiar's Endurance tyre gel level, then yeah, you're not really going to get that with this. But you can actually layer products if you want to, so you could apply the tyre serum, wait around 20 minutes, and then apply a dressing if you want a different look to it, and just use the tyre serum for its kind of protective properties. So you can see here with continued use what you get is essentially a sort of base layer, and this is because the tyre serum is kind of designed to penetrate the rubber, so it moisturises it and obviously creates that kind of hydrophobic effect. It also has UV resistance to help sort of avoid discolouring and cracking and things like that. So of course this has been kind of a long-term update. You don't need to use it for over 6 months like I have to see these kind of effects. After just a few applications I started to see this kind of base layer really build up. Personally I am really glad that I bought this product, and I couldn't go back to a traditional kind of tyre dressing that's not giving me these properties, on my own car at least, because for me it kind of fits into what I'm looking for when I choose products on my own car. And it's not just about kind of making my car look good, but preserving the finish of whatever surface I'm working on at the time. That's something that's really important to me personally. So of course I'll leave a link in the description to my first impressions and application video so you can see the sort of preparation process I used when I first applied this product. I hope you have enjoyed this kind of little update video. If you have, it'd be fantastic if you could give it a like, but thanks very much for watching and I'll see you next time.